Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you how to use Etabs in 25 minutes from start to finish. Let's go. Hello, what's going on guys? So I want to show you how you can do a simple structure like this. I chose a very simple structure because I want to do this very quickly. So as you can see, let's say assume I have this structure. This is a bungalow, so only one story. Only two story. So I've already opened my Etabs here. So what you want to do is go to new, and then here you can go here to use built-in settings, and then you can choose on my side I'll use metric with these BS standards, but British standards. But if you want, you can choose American or whatever the standard that you need. Okay, so after that I'll just click OK, and then I'll go to grids, and then edit, custom, and then edit. Now here as you can see, these x coordinates. So according to my drawing, my x coordinate is 0, and then 5200, and then 5200. So these are in meters. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will delete everything, and then I will add. So this let me edit again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is here I'll put 5.2 because they are in meters here, and then I'll put 10.4. Okay, I don't need this, so it will be just like this. And in this side, the vertical one is 270 first, so it will be 2.7, and then the second one should be 5.7. So plus 2.7. Let me put on my calculator real quickly. 2.7 plus 5.7 is 8.4. So I'll just write here 8.4. Okay, and then I will delete this one. Now I have my, and now stories, number of stories is only 2. Let us do 3, and then typical story height I'll just use 3.5 meters. Bottom story height is also 2.5 meters, and then I'll just click OK. So right now I will have my grid lines. Yes, I have my grid lines just the same as this one. These are in millimeters, but I'll just cancel one of them, and I will just keep this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is the first step that we need to do using Etabs is to define material properties. So you can go here, and you can go to this is a concrete. So as you can see, this concrete is almost like 2025 in metric. So I'll just put this as a grade. I'll just write 25C concrete. Okay, and here it's already concrete, but if you want to define, let's say I would define new, so I would change here to whatever I want. But right now, because this is concrete, I'll just keep it as concrete, and I'll just keep everything else the same. And this one this one is for 2025 C concrete. So I'll click OK. So this will be my concrete. Now for reinforcement, I will just go here, and then I will put this as a rebars, and then I will change here to rebars. Okay, so right now I need to change things. here I'll just okay, so this is by default it is grade 60, which is equivalent, as you can see here, is equivalent to between 410 and 460. So I will if I was doing this in real, I would just design this with this 4.413, but in my details I'd say it was 460. So I want them to use stronger reinforcement than the one I designed with. That way I will be more safe. Okay, so I'll just use the rebar and then I'll say 460 FY. Okay, so these are my material that I'm using. If you're using any other material, you need to define here. Okay, so the next step is to define section properties, and right here we have to define all the sections that we're going to use. For example, we are going to use columns, so I'll just use this one and then I will modify. Okay, or if you want, you can import or you can add a new property, but right now I'll just modify this one. So I'll go to modify, and then this is a column. I'll just call it column 200 by 300. Okay, and here you need to choose the concrete that you defined here. Don't forget to choose the concrete that you defined here. And then here you can choose whatever concrete type you want, if it's rectangular. But the good thing is you need to put the data here. So here I'll put it 200 millimeter and 300 millimeters. Okay, and then you can go here to check, but you need to change here to the one we defined. Okay, now keep in mind, if this was a real job, you need the strength of the reinforcement. This is for longitudinal bar and this is for the links. So you need to define the strengths for the links, which mostly for our case is 250 FY. So you need to define another rebars with 250 FY, but I'm not going to do that now. I'll just, because this is just for the sake of showing. And here you need to put as reinforced to be designed, because if you put reinforced to be checked, then it will only check. But if you put reinforced to be designed, you don't need to care about any other thing. You just put this and then you are good to go. Okay, and if you design if you add new property, then you need to make sure that you are selecting column, because sometimes it is default as a beam. Okay, so right now I've defined my columns. Okay, now I'll also modify beam. So my beam, I'll say beam 250 by let's say 450. Wait a second. Yes, my maximum span is 4.5. I'll just go with 450. It's enough. And then don't forget to use this one. And then here I'll put it to 450, and I will choose the width is 250. Okay, and again you can just go here and change this to the rebar that we selected. And again, these are the links, so you need to define a new material for the links and new rebars for the links, and then you will put the strength as 250 FY. Don't put it at 460, because this will you will be designing with stronger reinforcement, but inside they will use weaker reinforcement. The good thing is to design with weaker reinforcement and they should use stronger reinforcement. So here we can choose our cover. I will just keep it as a 25 millimeters in bottom and top. I don't need to put all that cover. Okay, so right now I'm good to go. I have defined my beam and my column. I'll say okay. Also, another thing, you need to define slab section. So I'll just check the slab 1 and modify it. And yes, here you are using the concrete that we need. Okay, so here there is a thin shell, thick shell, membrane, and layered. Here you want to use a thin shell. Okay, so just go with thin shell, because these are let's say, for example, if you choose membrane, it will show you the result that equivalent to hand calculations, but it's not very real. The real situation with the finite element analysis is if you use thin shell. Okay, so I'll just click OK. Now I've defined my slab, my column, and my beams. Right now is the time that I can model. So if you can see here, it says one story. What you need to do for my case, because the entire thing is the same, I will go with all stories. If I go with all stories, what it means is if I place anything, let's say if I place a column here, the column will be placed on all the stories. If I select similar stories, that means all the similar stories that I have selected will be all the change that I'm making will be made to those stories. So here what you want to do is to go to all stories for our case, okay? And then I'll select this one. This is quick column, and then come here, select our column that we have modeled, yes, and then you can put it on grid, and then on grid, and then here and there and there. Basically you need to put the columns in every grid point where you want to put. Okay, right now we have already put our columns. Wait. Okay, now we need to draw our beams. So I will just go to quick beams, and then here change this to beams, and then you can just click here, go here, click. It's as simple as that, okay? And this is these things are being placed on the entire structure. Okay, right now we need to put our slabs. So what I'm going to do is I will go to quick slab. If you want, you can take this one, and then you have to click on every point that you want to keep. But if you go to quick slab, and because we have only a rectangular panels, I'll just go to quick floor, and then slab 1 is already chosen. I'll just go here, click. Now I have modeled my simple structure. Now if I go to 3D, you will see that our structure like this. Now for this method of selecting all stories, the only problem is that they will put slabs on the ground, which we don't want this one, okay? So what I'm going to do is I will go to plan, and then I will go to bears, and then I'll select OK, and then I will delete everything. Wait a second, I'll just delete these ones, okay? Don't delete the columns, because that way yes. Okay, so the other thing you need to do now, because now we have completely modeled our, sorry, I forgot. I'm undoing. Now I have this, right? So I will go to again to bears, okay? Go to bears, and what you need to do is select one story, okay? Select one story, and then select this, and then delete. Okay, so right now if I'm going to 3D, you can see, yes, it's like this. So what else now we need to do? First of all, I can go again to bears. I will select all the joints at the base, and I will assign them as I will restrain everything, okay? So I'm putting fixed. Okay, so right now I've done that, and everything looks perfect. So right now what I need to do is I can come here and define load cases. Right now, let's say if I want to apply wind load or seismic or anything, I can do that, okay? I can go to load patterns. Let's say I want to add wind load. I'll just write here I want to use wind load in this small structure, but if let's say I want to apply wind load, I'll just come here, and then I'll change this to wind. Okay, I'll change this to wind, and then don't forget to select a code, and let's say I'm using the British standard, and then I will add. Okay, and then you need to modify, and then you can put your things here. You can put your CP, your rare CP, and everything. And I will advise you, if you're using if you're applying wind load or seismic, you should have your BS close to you, your code manual with you, so that you can know all the constants. But I want to use that. I will just use live load and dead load. Okay, so right, but this is the position, I mean the place where you can you can edit your load patterns and whatever you need. And then you can come here to load combination, and you can add default combination, and then here you just go to concrete, and it will add a combination based on the code that we're using. Okay, so I'll just do this, and then I have 8 codes, I mean 8 combinations. Okay, so what else do I need to do? Now what I need to do is to apply the loads. So I'll just go again here and select all stories, and then I will go to, let's say, first story. But because I've selected all stories, that means whatever I select will be selected for the entire building. So I'm selecting these panels, and these panels, and then I will go to assign, and this is the way you are assigning your loads. You're going to frame, shell loads, and then uniform. Okay, now let's say for the dead load I want to use let's say 2 kilonewton per meter square, and then I click apply, and then I have applied my 2 kilonewton on every panel. Okay, go to this thing, is called previous selection, and click again. So I'm selecting again all the previous selection, and now I'll go to live load, and let's say I'll put 4. Okay, and then okay, now I have a dead load and live load already on every panel that I have. Now again, what you need to do, let's say you have walls on the outer perimeter, so I'll just select my beams. I just want to apply the wall load. Okay, and this way is that means because I have all stories, that means I've selected all the beams in the entire structure. So what I'm going to do is assign frame loads now. Okay, I'm going to distributed, and then you can just put here, because I want to apply a uniform on everything. So let's say I'm going to use 9, and as you can see here, the direction is gravity. If the direction wasn't gravity, you need to choose if you have another direction, you can choose here, but we will put gravity because we are assuming this is a wall load. Okay, then I'll press OK. So that means I have applied my beam loads. So if I go to 3D, you can see that I have selected all the beams and all the slabs. If I can check here by right clicking or anything, you'll get the information. So if I go to the load here, this is a slab, this is this panel. As you can see, I have 2 as dead load and 4 as a live load. I can also go to this one, and you can see the same because I selected all story. So right now we have assigned our loads, we have assigned we have a model everything. So what else can we do? We are almost done. What we need to do here is we can analyze now. We can analyze. So I'll go to check model first, and then I'll select everything, and then this is basically checking if you have an error on your analysis, I mean on your modeling, sorry. So okay, so it says model have been checked, no warning message was generated. So right now I will just run analysis, so it has to save. So I'd say I'll just create a simple structure. Okay, now when I save this one, it will do the analysis. And I'm sorry guys, it is rainy outside, so I don't know how the sound of the rain will impact on the sound of the video, but yes. So now we have already analyzed everything, and this software is using finite element analysis for the structure, so it is very accurate. And if I want to see deflection, whatever I point, it shows everything. For For example, you see ux, it means the displacement in the x direction, and uz is the displacement in the z direction, because it has minus because it went down. That's why it has minus. Okay, so I can go to display, and if I want to see, let's say, bending moments and everything like those, I can just go here and show values. If I apply, you will see the bending moments, everything that I have. If I want to check the shear, I'll just select shear and apply. And it also, but this is only for the dead load. Now if I want to, let's say, use combinations, I'll just, let's say, use combination 8, and then go to moment, and this is the moment for combination 8. If I want for combination 2, this is the moment for combination 2. Okay, so right now I have analyzed my structure. What you need to do is to design. So I'll just go to concrete frame, and first of all, it's good to check this this part here, that your standard is the same, and you can also check this information and see if they are to what you want them to be. Okay, and then come again, you can check your combinations, that there sometime they'll be here, so you need to just put them here, and if I want, I can just see which one is the higher one. So you see this, most of the time the number 2 is the one with 1.4 and 1.6. so most of the time this will be the leading, most of the time this will be the leading combination. Okay, so right now after this one, we can go to start design. Okay, so our software will design the building now, and just like that, the software have already designed everything. And what you see here, these are the area of reinforcement. For example, like this one is it's what it means here, 563. I can just quickly show you where is it. Give me a second. Okay, group of bars. Okay, so what it means here, for example, like okay, so 563. So at the center of this beam, I can use 563. So if I go, let's say I want to use 16, 563. So that means if I use 3 bars of 16 millimeter, they will be enough for that section. Okay, and at the support is 4. And to see very clearly, if you want, you can go to elevations, and if I want to see this front one, I'll just go to A and then click OK. Okay, so I'll have this view, and as you can see, these are my reinforcement and how I am supposed to do it. So all these numbers are areas of steel. Okay, so right now basically I have completed everything. What you need to do is go to detail but that will be in another tutorial. But this is basically how you can use Etabs to design. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Okay, one more thing. Let's say if you want to design the slab, then what you need to do is you need to first of all go to 3D. Okay, and then you need to unlock this structure. Okay, and then you can go to edit. Sorry, you can go to edit and then edit design strips. So right here, let's say I'll just use the story 1, and let us use the top story. I'll use top story 3, and here you need to use just click this one, include middle strip, and then auto, and then apply. Okay, the next thing you need to do is change to Y, change to B, and then again apply. Okay, now we have put our strips in our slab. So what we need to do right now, we can go to analyze again. Okay, so now to design, and then here concrete slab design, and also you need to check all the preferences, all the combination and everything, just to make sure. And then you must go to here, select stories for design. You need to select, because Etabs using print element analysis, it's using a lot of energy to do this. That's why it is advisable to only design one slab, so that you're not pushing the software too hard. Okay, so now I'll just go to design, and the software will design everything for me. As you can see, it shows moments and the reinforcement. So if I want, I can just go here to slab, and then I'll go to fractional design. So here what you need to do is I can just go to typical, and then I will go for total number of bars, or I can go to total rebar area for strip, and then let's say I will select 12 millimeter, and then I will put 200. Let's say my spacing is 200. What this will do, it will show me any area that doesn't satisfy this. So if I do this, it doesn't show anything. It means this is suitable for my let's say if I increase this to 500, just to show you, then you see it shows where this will fail. So if I put this spacing, it shows where it will fail. This is how you're using. So let's say if sorry, I just touched my screen. Okay, so let's say if I'm putting 250 and here 250, click OK. Okay, still there are some part which my slab will fail. So what I'm going to do is I'll put 200 and 200, and then apply. Okay, so that means I will detail my slab with 12 millimeter bars and spacing of 200. So thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.